In the morning when I rise, give me Jesus.
Good morning. Yesterday we saw how Jesus said to the disciples, let's get in the boat and go to the other side of the lake. Well, they got in, Jesus fell asleep, and in the middle of them going across the lake, a big storm came up and the ship was rocking in the storm, and they got fearful. They thought they were going to die, so they woke up Jesus. And Jesus said in response to this, where is your faith? Come on, guys. I told you we were going to the other side. Why didn't you trust me in what I said, regardless of what it looked like on the outside? See, folks, that's faith. Faith is trusting what God said, no matter what it looks like in the natural. Oh, in the natural, when anything comes along that's not what you're used to, it's not what you're hoping for, the enemy will do everything he can to put fear on you. But you stand on what Jesus said. You stand on the promises of God, regardless of what it looks like in the natural, and you will find that God is faithful. Oh, when fear strikes you, it's the enemy lying. Cheryl and I told the guys down at the prison, fear is false evidence appearing real. See, what you're afraid of almost never happens, and it never happens the way you're fearful of. So trust Jesus. Faith over fear. That's what we learned yesterday. Today is the story of the demoniac. Oh, his name was Legion because so many demons were in him. It starts in Luke 8, verse 26. Then they sailed to the country of the Gerasenes, which is on the other side of the lake from Galilee. And when they came onto the land, Jesus met a man from the city who was possessed with demons and who had not put on any clothes for a long time and was not living in the house. No, he lived in the tombs. Well, seeing Jesus, he cried out and fell before him. One of the other accounts said he worshiped Jesus. Well, and he said in a loud voice, what business do we have with each other, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? I beg you, do not torment me. Well, that came out of the man's mouth, but that was demons talking. We had that experience. I remember one time we were counseling with a young man, and as I was walking him to the room where we were going to counsel, what came out of his mouth was, you're wasting your time. He belongs to us. You're not going to get him. Well, he wanted to know the Lord, and we did get him. The demons were cast out. But what I want you to see is it was the demons that were talking to us, not the man, and that was the case here with the demoniac. And we see the reason why the demons were talking to Jesus in verse 29. For he had commanded the unclean spirit to come out of the man, for it had seized him many times. And he was bound with chains and shackles, and he kept under guard. And yet he would break the bonds and be driven by the demons into the desert. See, the enemy tries to kill you any way that he can. Well, Jesus asked him, what's your name? And he said, Legion, for many demons had entered him. Well, they were imploring him not to command them to go away into the abyss. Now there was a herd of many swine feeding there on the mountain, and the demons implored Jesus to permit them to enter the swine. And he gave them that permission. Dwayne Sheriff says, this is the first case of deviled ham. Well, maybe so. Verse 33, the demons came out of the man and entered the swine, and the herd rushed down the steep bank into the lake, and they were drowned. When Jesus commanded the demons to come out, they had to come out. See, the demons have been defeated, and they have to be obedient to the voice of Jesus. Jesus said in John chapter 14, verse 12, the things that he did, we would do also. We have authority to cast out demons. We'll talk some more about that when we get together tomorrow. God bless you as you walk from demon influence today. I look forward to being with you tomorrow. I'll see
Give
you.
me Jesus. Give me Jesus.